Oh shit. Oh shit, everybody. Today is the day we finally get to know what the hell Marvel has been cooking at SDCC, what the future is going to look like, and hopefully Marvel can be saved. I'll stoked to you guys, man. I'm hyped.
Very much so, yep.
That sounded like you're very hyped. You were just like, yeah.
Very
I have a
excited.
lot of expectations, and I hope I get at least one exceeded.
What are you hoping out of it?
I hope that there is some sort of details on the plot of Fantastic Four, and I think that's probably the most realistic one that we're gonna get. And I'd like to see maybe if they have. I mean, I have a speculation that I think is probably going to happen based off of an interview I saw recently, where they're going to announce that Kang Dynasty is going to be changed to a different name, and that they're going to go in a different direction for the plot.
I'm banking that that's going to be Avengers versus X-Men. I'm telling you right now, the Avengers versus X-Men.
It could be. I don't know. It may be that the Fantastic Four has a big play in this, just because, and this is a little bit of a stretch. They did that drone show over top of the convention center, where they started it with the Fantastic Four logo, and then the next thing you saw was Galactus rising above the convention center, which in itself is badass.
Well, I saw that too.
So fucking cool.
The Fantastic Four logo and everything.
Yeah, but then right after you saw Galactus, the next thing it said was Hall H at whatever o'clock. So to say that, it's kind of going to be leaning heavy, I feel like, on the Fantastic Four side of things. But I hope they do like what they did either last year or the year before, where Kevin Feige's just like, now let's take a look into the future and then start talking about that. That's really what I'm hoping to see the most out of. But if we see some Fantastic Four stuff, I will at least be satisfied.
We have to see something, because they have to ride this high with the Deadpool Wolverine. They have to keep this momentum going, so they have to announce some like cool shit that people are gonna be excited for, like some kind of direction. Because if they're really hell bent on keeping Secret Wars like three years out, they have a lot of work and a lot of ground to cover.
I'm talking to people who are at Hall H right now, and he's just like, it is so packed right now.
I believe it. Brandon has some friends who are in Hall H right now. As they get things, they're going to show us and kind of keep us in the loop. Other than that, we have all the social medias up, ready for Marvel Studios to, start announcing some shit.
He says he's like, I gotta tell you guys that aren't here. The line for the bathroom is all the way in front of the door of Hall H for the men. So everybody's trying to use it at once right now. Trying to get it all out so that they can fully focus on that. I love it.
That is what catheters are for.
Dude, I've heard people, and we talked about this the other night, like people were just they've been camping out, some of them since Wednesday for this. Like, this is
like a lottery system though? I could just to avoid all that, they have a lottery system out for it.
It is, but I've heard some hit or miss things where one, it could be that they have the lottery ticket, it's just they're trying to get priority seating. Maybe if it's open, GA or whatever. But if it, I have heard some other things where, they're not doing the best this year on scouting scouting for the lottery tickets. Basically, if you show them a picture of a lottery ticket, they'll let you in. So theoretically, if I got one, I could send a picture to you, and we could all get in. That's the way I understood what I was told, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, they were.
Who knows?
From what I heard of the Deadpool one they had on Thursday, they were pretty. It was just they closed it after a few hours because they sent lottery and that was it. Dude, did you guys see that Thursday on that panel? They pour out all the cameos on stage.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you do that?
No, they had just screened it.
Yeah, I know, but they know that shit's gonna get all over everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's literally the day the movie come out, and you're gonna spoil everything.
Not the best move for sure.
That they made themselves, where they're like, "Don't spoil the movie,"
Yeah,
and they spoiled the entire.
And they spoiled it. Yep.
Let us do it.
That's right.
I was going to mention with the Fantastic Four thing, the only thing about that is it would have to be more like story points or plot points, concept art, because they literally just started filming 2 days ago. There was a post that was made by the cast that
Yeah,
was
they all
started
took a
like
group
day
photo
one.
together.
So like they don't have anything to show us, you know what I mean? Like other than possible concept art.
I have a feeling if anything, they're just gonna bring him on stage.
That would be something that because
Probably.
they'd be flying them out and then flying them back, which is not impossible. But
Disney.
considering they started filming 2 days ago, that would be quite a feat to.
They got that Disney money, so might as well, right?
Oh, it's not about cost; it's about logistics, especially with the way flights have been lately.
Yeah. Well,
This
we've got
man's-
about 5 more minutes, and this is finally going to kick off, and then hopefully we get some. I want to be able to jump out of my seat today and get excited. That's my goal. I want to have that kind of excitement.
Bro, they're talking back and forth to each other, and he's just like, "Yo, I got one more seat available. Move up to where I'm at. Do it now. Do it now. Where are you at? Share your location."
He's
Oh,
like,
that's
go,
too
go,
funny.
go.
Everyone else is just fucking with them. They're like, "Stay where you're at. I'm taking it."
Would you guys ever attempt to go to Hall H and see this live, or would you all not even?
Bro, if it was a guaranteed fact, I mean, maybe.
If it was a
But yeah,
guaranteed fact, that'd be a no-brainer, in my opinion.
Problem, like you know what I mean. I'm not willing to camp out for 2 days to see one panel. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, there's some people that have like press passes and who can just like.
oh yeah, that's a whole other thing.
that's how I think some of these guys got it. The other dude, one dude, yeah, I'm not gonna say what company he works for. God damn it, this is hilarious to watch in real time. But sorry, but yeah, no, one of them works for a company, and the other one is just a general attendee. So, one of the other guys must have had to have won the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's some really incredible moments, obviously, that happen with the Hall H stuff. Like, even though obviously what panned out wasn't great, I always think of like when they made the announcement of Batman versus Superman and stuff like that, like how big of a deal that was to be in the room, because they had I forget who was speaking, if they brought out Ben Affleck to do it or whoever, and they had them use a couple lines from the comic book that they, you know, the initial concepts based off of, obviously it had, the movie itself was very different, but they did this huge build up to announcing it, and it was, you know, like the biggest thing at that time, things like that. And then of course tons and tons of Marvel stuff over the years. So like I know those are like fantastic moments, but yeah, unless a press pass is getting me in or something like that, I'm definitely personally not gonna waste my entire weekend if I was going to San Diego Comic-Con to hope to get into one, maybe two panels at best. So.
Well, this is
Fair
the
enough.
panel to get into for San Diego Comic-Con, so I did want to bring these up. I know because we got some time to kill before they start announcing stuff. Iron Studios dropped these 2 quarter scales, and I had to do it. Like literally, I didn't even hesitate. I went ahead and just put a
Shocking.
they're home. Like this is dope. Have you seen these, Brandon?
Which one? Oh, are those statues?
Yeah, these quarter
Yeah,
scales.
those look badass, man. Badass.
Yeah, I didn't even hesitate. Like day one, like I went ahead and put my deposit down, and they're both coming home. I'm more excited for this guy, more than Deadpool. But
Hell yeah.
The 10 scale one was funny because it has the head pull attached to Wolverine, I think is what. I thought that was funny. I'm going back and forth on getting that original 10th scale one where it's Wolverine carrying Deadpool, just because that's like too funny. And then of course it has dog pull at the bottom. So
you should definitely get at least a 10 scale.
yeah, I mean that's I wouldn't go quarter scale for that one. Like they look awesome, but that's just not my bag.
Come on, man. You gotta go quarter scale. Come on.
The only quarter scale I've currently looked at, and it's been back and forth for way before I even really started collecting statues, was the there's that Sideshow premium Ahsoka that's quarter scale. That one's always been really really good looking to me.
Oh. So let's talk some Deadpool Wolverine, guys. We just saw it the other day. How y'all feeling about it?
I'm seeing it again Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
Mediocre at best. I'm just kidding.
Well, worst. The worst since Endgame.
No, I mean, yeah, I need.
Well, if anybody is actually tuning in, by the way, there's going to be spoilers. So if we mention it, sorry in advance. But for the one guy that's in the chat right now that I see are viewing, I appreciate you. But there will be spoilers for Deadpool.
Yep. No, I definitely need to see it again. That's
no, I don't know once. I know I want to see it at least at least one more time in theater. But
yeah, no, I heavily enjoyed Deadpool 3. I thought that was. I've said it like 1,000 times already with y'all. That's into my top 5 MCU.
Do you think it surpasses No Way Home?
No, but it's right there up there with it for sure. I think No Way Home is a little bit better of a story overall.
You think so?
I do, like, and now that the hype's kind of subsided a little bit, I can see that, like, it wasn't the heaviest story, which, it was a great story. It just wasn't like No Way Home level. But the cameos are neck and neck. I mean, if not,
I feel like the story for Deadpool was more compelling than the story for
how so?
Just because it's so
3 minutes to talk about this. Get it all out.
Well, we don't know if they're like, once it starts at 9, they're not going to immediately be dropping stuff. But
fair enough.
Him
they walk out
dying and stuff. I feel like
he walks out and he goes, Secret Wars.
I feel like with Deadpool, there was more at stake versus with Spider-Man. It's like, oh shit, people know who I am. Let me make them forget who I am, type thing. So I feel like the story is a little more compelling. And then you have all the backstory of Wolverine, which again, one of my gripes with the film after sitting with it, I wish they would have showed us more instead of just telling us. Like, give us like 10 extra minutes of footage showing us that Wolverine's backstory, and then that would have been a great way to have some cameos in the sense where it's not part of the actual Void part of the story, but just in a flashback, so we could have saw the Beast or Cyclops or a Storm or something like that. I feel like that would have been a lot more compelling versus just kind of telling us what happened.
I agree with that, but I also think that the issue you run into with the way that his story plays out from his universe is like you're bringing these people in, spoiler alert, just to kill them, but not in like a funny way or even a good like heroic way. They essentially, from what we find out, get massacred. However that happens, and I feel like that would have been hard to get some of these people to sign on to come back for certain characters, whether it be like Storm or Jean or whoever type of thing. For those,
they still did that though without they. It's the same thing, but they just didn't show it because like that version of those characters is dead.
Oh no, yeah.
Regardless of showing it, it's the same thing.
But that's my point. It's talking about it is one thing. Hiring the actors to come on and play that part and do that to them is a whole other thing. Would it have been good to see those people? Absolutely. And you didn't necessarily have to show them dying per se. You could have like shown the conflict and then, cut away or however you want to do it type of thing. But I'm just saying, I feel like it would have been hard to convince them to be like, hey, come play this role. By the way, all the mutants died.
They convinced all those actors to do it. They convinced all the Illuminati members to do it in Multiverse of Madness, and they all died. So,
I mean, you're right. It's. I feel like it just depends on the actor.
You got Patrick Stewart back just to kill him.
Yeah. Well, he's come back more than anybody.
Yeah,
that's very true. God dang.
Film.
Like, I was surprised he didn't show up, to be quite honest. I feel like the only reason they didn't was because he was just in Multiverse of Madness, and they're probably holding on to a possible cameo in the future with Secret Wars, Drink Up, or anything else. So that's probably what they're holding out for. That's what my hopes are. Like, we talked about this right after the movie. Is like, yeah, I was hoping to see a few more of the old school X-Men actors return, but they left the door open for the possibility for us to see them in the future, whether it be Secret Wars or something else.
Yeah.
Also, we have this new version of the X-Men that they've kind of started on with at the end of Marvels, with Beast showing up like in a different way and all that kind of stuff. So we need to see that version as well. So I don't know if they might like integrate one or two. Do what?
You think that's just the same Beast from the same universe?
No, I think it is a different universe, but they still could possibly integrate one or two original people or something like that. Maybe an amalgamation of like the two teams we've seen before, in one way or another to do that, or they just get brand new people. I don't know, but the Beast, that Beast looked completely different because obviously it was completely computer animated.
Well, it was Kelsey Grammer as well.
It was
too.
Kelsey Grammer. I know. Yeah, I like that they got the same like voice for it.
Yeah.
But obviously, like he was wearing a suit when he showed up in I think it was X3. He was wearing like a full on like fursuit and everything like that for that.
Yeah, that's true.
As opposed to the computer animated, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is supposed to be the X-Men that we know. They just have this new character played by the actress that was in the first Captain Marvel movie, playing a different character, different mutant or whatever.
I feel like that would just be bringing too many different universes together.
Yeah.
Because like in the comics, Secret Wars, it was pretty much two universes colliding.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have two, so it's going to be obviously our MC universe, and then I'm assuming they're going to do the Fox universe. So
yeah, that would be the easiest way to do it. I just don't like assume anything, especially after this movie, because like with this movie in particular, while we didn't get like the most obscene number of cameos you've ever seen or like everything like that, there were several different universes coming in together at one point from all over the place. Right. Touched on and alluded to, and like which version of this character are we talking about? Which version of that character are we talking about? So that it is alluding to a lot of different universes with a lot of the same characters. So
I just sent y'all a video inside it.
I'm sorry?
I just sent y'all a video from inside Hall H. Just something that they're sending in real time here.
Hey, Kennedy, if you want to hop on and join, just let me know, man. You're more than welcome to. I don't got a cool wrestling intro for you that Miguel does, but you're more than welcome to join. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Brandon? They're starting now?
Yes, they are. He just sent a video. I forwarded it to you. Just kind of them, looks like kicking it off. I can't really hear because I got my headphones on, but yeah.
So he is sneaky video on for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, tell him to get as much as he can. Just tell him to go live on his phone so we can just have it live up.
I don't know if that's the smartest move. I don't want my boy getting kicked out.
Yeah, no, they're definitely going to be kind of.
I'm surprised he did that. I wasn't expecting to see any videos.
Yeah,
they were in whatever panel was before this today at Hall H. But I saw them sending stuff yesterday or today for. I'll have to scroll up and find it. It was something. What was it? It looked like. Who are these people? Is that James Gunn? Maybe. Oh, is the DC thing? I don't know. Was that today?
I think it was yesterday. They dropped the brand new logo for DC Studios.
Yeah.
Dropped the trailer for Creature Commandos, which is the animated series that is still somehow tied into the overall universe. I think that was pretty much it. There might have been one other thing I can't remember.
Yeah. The other one was okay, that's the one that was today. Something with Keanu Reeves was today.
Was it Berserker, maybe?
I have no idea. I can't. Let me see. I can't tell who the names on these cards.
Through Studios, and I don't know. I'm just assuming that's probably what it was, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
I keep waiting for them to announce like either like a movie or a series based off of that or something like that, because it's done pretty well for like an indie comic run and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. It doesn't even look like he was supposed to be there. He doesn't have a name card.
Yeah, Boom Studios does some good stuff. They technically signed a deal with Netflix like a year or two ago, but nothing like come to fruition yet. There's a bunch of stuff in production with a lot of their IPs and things like that, but we haven't heard much from them since. So like Berserker could be one of them, or there's a few others. The funny thing is they're the ones that do the Power Ranger comics, but because they just do the comics and Hasbro owns the license, that's why like they can't get anything going with that, which is so stupid because there's so many good stories they could do with that IP through Boom Comics specifically that it writes itself. It makes no sense.
Fair enough.
Any more updates there, Brandon? You're like my guy in the chair right now because I'm refreshing on social media.
No, nothing yet.
You're my Ned.
I'm Ned. No, nothing yet.
I agree with what you said earlier, though, Brandon, about the whole like No Way Home versus Deadpool thing.
Yeah,
Deadpool wins.
Well, of course you would say that, Josh.
I'm a huge Spider-Man fanboy too. I just think I haven't had that much. I'm trying to think, like literally, I can't think of a time I had that much fun in the theater.
And that's
like, I was smiling.
That's perfectly valid. That's like there's going to be plenty of people that have that same reaction or same thought process. I think me personally, I have a stronger emotional connection with the characters of Spider-Man and stuff like that, and having the return of the two previous Spider-Man come in was just way more like emotionally, like helped me emotionally attach to the movie even more, and just add extra weight to what was going on towards the end of the movie. But yeah, and it's like it's a very different feel. Yes, there was the emotional component of like, you know, the Wolverine story, and then obviously like Deadpool's trying to save his universe and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it's a Deadpool movie. It's just going to be more fun than anything, and that's not a bad thing. It's just a totally different feel.
Yeah,
that is true.
You guys said you liked The Mask, right? Like you enjoyed it on the film.
Yes. Oh yeah, big time.
I thought it looked fantastic, but there were some angles where it was a little jarring. I talked about that in my review, because like you could tell at certain parts it is just CGI. And then I was looking at on Avengers Campus, they have Deadpool Wolverine actors on there now, and the actor out there with Wolverine is wearing the cowl. And I'm like, why didn't they just do that instead of going the full CGI route? Because it looked fantastic at Disney, but they went for like almost full CGI for. There's an actual mask, but you can tell at certain angles it's CGI.
I have a feeling that it probably has to do with action sequences and motion, as opposed to a person just kind of walking around and talking in it type of thing, and maybe doing a couple of poses, you know what I mean, for photos and stuff like that. Whereas in the movie, they have to be able to, you know, I know this doesn't really play into it, but he made the Batman joke where he's like, he can actually turn his head, you know, like, which made me laugh. But like that could have something to do with it, where it was like, because it's rubber or whatever it is, if you move at the wrong angle, it might warp it. It can kind of mess it up a little bit depending on the shape of it. And with the specific shape of the Wolverine mask, I can totally see, you know, certain issues with that going 100% practical the entire time. Obviously, there were moments where it was, and there were moments that there weren't.
Well, let's say you can tell when it's practical, like when he walks into the subway area and he's talking to Paradox. Like that looks like an actual mask. Obviously, the eyes, not the eyes, but it looks like an actual mask. But then there's certain spots, like when they jump out of the bus and he's like just standing there going like this. You could tell it was CGI.
Do you think it's a matter of their technology years ago wasn't there yet to be able to have that capturing that style of the animated suit, or do you think it was just they planned on it and then they rewrote it, or you know, or something else?
You mean as far as like the original X-Men movies, or what?
It's really strange to me that they took so long. How many Wolverine movies has it been? 10 to see him in that suit,
right?
You know, minus the little deleted scene tease in the Wolverine. But like does it feel like to you it's a little weird that they waited so long, or like that's kind of why I'm asking? Do you think it was more of a technology thing that they just couldn't do the suit right and do it justice, so they X'd it?
I don't know if it's necessarily a technology thing. The mask/cowl situation could possibly be part of that. I do think that if you look at superhero movies in general, doesn't matter if you're talking about from Fox, from MCU specific, or otherwise, you'll see a progression of when things started versus where they end up. They always seem to start less comic accurate, and then as people get attached and are a little bit more like, I don't want to say like susceptible maybe, or like receptive of different things, then they'll get closer and closer and closer to the comic accurate costumes. And we've seen that with like almost every character, especially MCU, because they've worked on that. The Fox Marvel stuff, not so much. The closest thing we've gotten was during like the First Class era, where they were like getting closer and closer to the old school X-Men suits. We got a tease of it, I think, at the end of
Days of Future Past.
Is that what it was? I couldn't remember.
No, it was Apocalypse. Apocalypse.
I was going to say, I was pretty sure it was Apocalypse. And then the suits changed again by the time we got to the last movie, although that last movie was
absolutely dumbest move
terrible. It was so terrible. But yeah, so they finally learned, at some point, but it took them a lot longer to get there. Whereas like MCU, it's like by the time we get to like the third iteration or like third appearance or whatever of a character, we're getting closer and closer to the comic accurate look, or we've just already gotten there. So I don't know what the exact reason is. I think that they're, especially when things started with MCU or even further back for Fox Marvel, they were just so worried about getting the general audience versus focusing on, at that point, a very niche market of comic book fans and stuff like that, because they can't bank on just them to show up. They had to, especially for the first X-Men, focus on the general audience. So they had to give them something more streamlined, more realistic, and just kind of like that very 2000s, everything just has to be leather look. You know what I mean?
Just heads up, my friend Marcos may pop in just for a few minutes before his stream starts. I don't know if he's actually, but just heads up.
But
the 4 people who are currently watching now, I appreciate you guys. If you don't mind hitting that like button your way in, it'd be greatly appreciated. And let us know in the comments, what are you guys expecting to see from Hall H, and what are you guys most excited for? Let us know in the comments, guys.
Yeah. Sorry, that was my long-winded explanation of what I think.
No, it's a good explanation. I mean, honestly, yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that.
That's just what I've heard from other people as well. Like, I know Josh, knows a lot about like John Campea and stuff like that, and I think he's talked about that kind of stuff too, where they always try and focus on the general audience, and then if they can do more fan service as they go along, they try and do that.
For sure.
But what's our source on the inside saying, Brandon? What they got going on?
It's gone quiet.
Gone quiet. That means
it seems to be across the board. I checked IGN as well. They're live streaming just like we are about the coverage, and everyone in their chat is just like, "Why are we not seeing anything about the panel?" So probably doing introductions right now, if I had to guess. But yeah,
it's cell phone blockers. Nobody can post.
Yeah. It's quiet on the home front right now. Oh, okay. So I just spoke that into existence. I just got this. I'll forward this to you.
We got this going on.
Yeah. They're talking about Deadpool Wolverine right now.
Josh from the Den of Nerds is streaming right now, and he has this going on.
He just said Captain America: Brave New World. So they're about to discuss that. It looks like, yeah, they brought out the cast of Captain America: Brave New World.
That Deadpool thing.
I'm with Kennedy, bro. I've been wanting a Shang-Chi too. If I'm saying that right, Shang-Chi. Yeah.
That one needs to be announced.
I love that first one, man. That was really good.
Do any one of you guys have X? Because I don't. Because that's where everything gets posted first.
Oh, I mean, I do, but I'm using my phone. Let me see if I can get it on.
I have like 5 devices and 3 windows right now, so they're all preoccupied.
Well, I mean, if anything, we can just use Josh here from Den of Nerds. He's streaming it and he has his up. So
fair enough. Yeah.
I was wondering how people get like the actual, because they're doing Captain America right now.
Yep.
Are you guys excited for Cap?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought that trailer looked great.
Big time.
Winter Soldier is my favorite one, and it gave off those vibes heavily.
It's definitely more boots on the ground than most of what we've seen this iteration of Marvel, of post Endgame stuff.
I hope tonight's just not them talking about stuff we already know about, like Brave New World. I hope they're just kind of getting that out of the way. Like, we want to know what's going on with the Avengers. At least let us know what Avengers 5 is and whatnot. And I need to know about Avengers versus X-Men. That's what I want to know. Yeah, see, it's still all just Deadpool on Captain America, Brave New World right now.
So 6 minutes ago, he took the stage, supposedly.
For who?
Feige.
Feige.
So they must have already gotten Deadpool and Wolverine out of the way. I don't know what that was. The picture that I just saw. It looks like a Deadpool Wolverine choir.
Yeah, Kenny, I hope Thunderbolts is good too. I feel like because it has the asterisk at the end, and they're like really being secret of what the hell that means. I have a feeling that's gonna be like they're gonna change it like Dark Avengers or something like that.
I got an update. So he said Giancarlo is playing Sidewinder, King of the Serpent Society.
Oh, we were all wrong.
Interesting.
Because we all thought he was that Washington guy.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
I'm not familiar with that character, so if you know anything, let me know.
No, but the Serpent Society is very interesting.
Yes.
That they're going to be introducing that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
know a little bit about that stuff, but not the character himself.
Yeah, I would love for them to announce like a Midnight Suns thing, but the problem is we're still so far away from even Blade happening that I feel like the chances of us getting that announcement right now is probably not happening.
Yeah, that would be. I don't know if this is the year for that, because they pushed it back so damn much, man. I mean,
it'd have to be
so
like
many bumps in the road.
I feel like
I thought Giancarlo was going to be Taskmaster. Yeah, that would have been cool. I think Taskmaster's coming. Or maybe that's
Taskmaster's in the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. That's right. Yeah,
yes, she's part of the team. The actress from Black Widow.
Yeah, you got to remember Taskmaster happened. And they're not gonna retcon that like they did with the Mandarin.
How did you feel about that performance?
I really need to go back and rewatch Black Widow. I think I only saw it when it was in theaters, and the whole time I was just thinking to myself, we really needed to get this in between the two.
It would have hit harder if it came after Civil War.
Yeah, that's where my head was at the entire time, and I think that was kind of affecting my feelings on the movie. But I didn't necessarily. I understand some people's gripes with the whole Taskmaster thing. I didn't hate it as much as everybody else did, but I don't necessarily have. I don't know why people would have too much of a connection with the character like Taskmaster personally, but I guess because I can't see it. But like I said, I just don't see them doing that whole like bait and switch thing again to retcon it like they did the Mandarin, because that one made way more sense for them to do than to redo Taskmaster as a new character.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one.
It could just be like she wasn't the real Taskmaster, like they just knew of him or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, unless it was. See, the problem is because we already have the whole Black Widow as like the Black Widow like society, if you will. If that didn't exist and the Taskmaster was more like a title and it kind of just passed from like person to person as the next Taskmaster type of thing, that'd be a whole other thing. But because we do have the Black Widow side of things, it kind of affects the ability to do that. So
I see where you're at on that, and I do agree on that front. I wonder if they could do like, I don't know, even if they were to go the route of the Mandarin, I'm wondering if it could be any better, or if that character is just kind of, because it's so attached to Black Widow, it's kind of doomed in a sense, I guess. I mean, I don't know how much more they could do with it if they wanted to.
I think the team up thing with the Thunderbolts is just the best way.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because it's not a character that needs their own movie or series or anything like that. Like, literally, I didn't
mean every character needs their own series. I mean, Agatha got a whole series.
Bro, I was gonna go there, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong on that.
Bro, I'm worried that they're gonna go off this big high from Deadpool Wolverine, and the next thing's Agatha. I'm not hating on the show; it could be a fantastic show, but
is that that's next? That's next. Okay.
It comes out in
For some reason
September,
I thought Brave New World was, but that's next
in February.
Year. Yeah.
I'm just like, I feel like they should have just Batgirl that shit and just just.
I didn't even know who Taskmaster was until I played the first Spider-Man game, and he popped up as one of the side quest people, type of thing. I didn't even know who that character was up until that point. So yeah, really, like I'm not.
I mean, you didn't play the Avengers game that sold beautifully for PS4.
Beautifully.
You're talking about that one. Oh, okay, I was like,
that one was so mid.
That one, yeah. I think I played a couple hours of it and then gave up.
Maybe they didn't put out Serpent Society then, because I thought they tested the Cat 4, and it wasn't testing all the audiences, and I think one of the things they cut out was Serpent Society, but I guess if he's the leader, they didn't really cut it out.
Maybe they just cut out like a broader, like, connection to them, but maybe they're just focusing more on just his character. And then we'll get more of them down the line or something, like
probably
that they're kind of like the behind the scenes, evil now or whatever. So
I think there's something that's kind of been eating the back of my head too. Ever since seeing Deadpool the other night, I'm curious if we're going to hear anything more in Hall H about another season of What If. And
there's the final season's coming out. They're doing one more.
Final? Oh, come on, dude.
It's going to be the last one.
See, that's
3 is the last season?
Yeah, 3's going to be the last season. And they already announced that. That's coming out with, next year.
Okay, I didn't hear
anything immediately after the finale, the last season, they showed a glimpse of the next one, and you see Sam Wilson and Cap and everything in it.
I don't see why they'd have to end it after 3.
I'm with you.
Because they have all this other animated stuff coming out, I think. Like, they have X-Men 97 or whatever they're going to call the next season.
Are they still doing Marvel Zombies?
I don't know. But I know they have Spider-Man freshman year and then the Wakanda animated show.
I heard that one got scrapped. The Spider-Man one, I heard that got scrapped.
I heard it's still coming out. Like, at one point I thought it got scrapped, but I heard it's still coming out.
Maybe it's like that they wanted to do multiple seasons, but they're just going to release the one. Who knows? So...
He says Red Hulk looks incredible. So I mean, I you can take that as a pun.
A scene right now. That's what people are posting.
Yeah.
Like, I can leave up his because he has. I try to sign in my X account and it's being stupid. But I feel weird having another guy stream up while we're streaming.
Yeah. He sent a photo of Harrison Ford on stage. I'll forward that over.
Cool.
There's that for you.
My iPad's being done. I'm gonna jump off. Like, I'm gonna stay on, but I'm gonna jump over to Twitter real quick on my phone and see if anything pops up.
We got Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk. I'm excited for that.
He says the footage looked insane. So that's all good. That's all good things, man. That's what I've been hoping for out of Brave New World.
Yeah. And people are hating on Sam, and they're like, what's Sam going to do? He doesn't have the serum. I think that makes it more compelling that he does.
Oh, I'm with you on that. It's going to be harder.
He doesn't want the serum. He wants to prove that he can do without it.
Someone just posted, I'm assuming in the footage that they were talking about, Harrison Ford turns into Red Hulk right in front of the White House while giving a speech in Brave New World.
Damn.
That must be with the scene in the trailer where something's ramming through the White House. I knew that was probably had to be Red Hulk.
Yeah. Okay, next projects in 2024. We've got, of course, Agatha. You were right, Josh. That Spider-Man animated one is supposed to come out. And then the Eyes of Wakanda animated series is also set to come out this year.
Stick.
I'm refreshing on everything but X, and they're not. Usually they're pretty quick at posting stuff here, but they're not doing it.
Yeah, I wish I could get it to work on my iPad because that's always the first place to get it is X. You know,
X.
It's I'm sorry, like it's Twitter. I don't care. Like,
bro, it's X. You know, get with the program, man.
I know Elon's gonna come for me. Whatever.
Yes, he is.
What spoilers did you see, Kennedy, that you're talking about? And yeah, Liv coming back as the Red She-Hulk would be kind of cool.
Or was he saying? Did we say something about Deadpool that spoiled him? I don't know.
Kenny, I thought you seen. Did we spoil something for Deadpool for you? I thought you already saw it. Let us know if you already seen it or not. If so, I apologize. But
Sorry, Kennedy.
I could have swore you already said you already saw it. 'Cause I think I messaged you. Or no, I didn't message you. No, I could have swore on the Toy Quest chat. I could have swore you said you saw it.
Funny thing is, I don't know that we've mentioned too much as far as like actual type stuff, other than just talking about some story points.
What, for Deadpool?
Yeah, because we didn't say like who showed up yet or anything like that.
Oh, the spoiler that was
Here's a
in the
clip
trailer, brother.
What?
Josh is just
Oh,
playing.
you got a
like,
clip, huh?
Here's like a little clip of Harrison Ford up. Okay, he's moving.
Oh, he said spoilers as in you revealed about Ross turning to Red Hulk. Yeah, that was in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry that you thought that was a spoiler though.
Yeah,
One of them's typing right now. I'll let you know what they say.
No, he went to the fan event. He's. What's up?
I'm just reading the comments in the live chat. He said, "No, I saw Deadpool. I went to the fan event." Oh, that's cool.
It also revealed that the thing in the Indian Ocean is from the Eternals. I think. Oh,
Yeah.
is made of adamantium.
There it is.
That's cool.
Yeah, they've been talking about that. That's where they're going to get that from, and for the
But
whole
at least
world.
we're finally getting confirmation of it.
Damn. Yeah, that's cool.
That's going to be the whole thing for Thunderbolts. Like they're trying to go to the island and get it and whatnot.
Because this whole time I've been trying to figure out, like with the X-Men, if they were going to find a way to bring in adamantium, or if they were just going to make Wolverine's claws vibranium now instead of that. They created vibranium to make up.
Yeah, that's
What's going on, man?
Concept for sure.
Yo, what's up, Josh?
How's it going, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just got back from a friend's birthday party, so feeling good right now, man. Yeah, how you guys been?
Good. We're just talking about. They just got done talking about Brave New World. They, I guess, they showed some footage of Red Hulk and everyone saying how amazing it looks.
That's good.
Brandon has somebody who's physically there, and he's getting us clips and stuff as he can get them.
Oh, that's dope. That's an insider right there, huh?
Yeah, every time I watch the speech bubbles start popping up, I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, I'm actually like surprisingly like I saw the trailer. I've seen it before, but like, I saw it before Deadpool twice, and it got me more excited like seeing it in the theater screen, like the trailer. So, but yeah, like, you know, I think Winter Soldier is probably my favorite MCU movie of all
100%.
time. That and what's called Infinity War. So
My top three would easily go. It goes Winter Soldier, Infinity War, and then the first Avengers movie.
so our first two, yeah, like are pretty much the
They're
same.
talking.
So,
They're talking about Thunderbolts right now.
Okay, what we got? See,
They just brought out the whole cast. Let's see what else. They brought out.
yeah.
oh,
So
yeah,
they I don't know if you saw Mark that they said that the Celestial and Eternals is where they're getting adamantium from.
that big thing in the ocean, basically.
Yeah, it's made out of it, so that's where
Yeah.
we're gonna get all that for Wolverine.
Gotcha.
David Harbour came out in costume.
Nice. Every time I see him, like images from when he was Red Guardian in that suit, all I can think of is Mr. Incredible with like Edna Mode is like, my God.
Yeah, not wrong.
Yeah, I
You know
actually
what's-
likes the character though. He fully goes in, with that character. It's a kind of a joke character, but he goes
Yeah,
all the way. So
He has fun with
but
it.
he
exactly.
runs it really well.
You know, I really wish that Hellboy movie he did was any good, because him as Hellboy did actually work
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his
He
fault.
was not the problem with that
Yeah.
movie. Everything else was the problem.
Oh, I didn't get you guys' names too. It's a
Oh.
Brendan.
I'm Brandon. Yes, sir.
Brandon.
And
Sorry, I'm horrible introductions. My bad, guys.
You're good, man.
All good.
I just assume people know each other. I'm the worst when it comes to that. I'm sorry.
You're fine, man. It's all good. Are you guys excited about this though? Thunderbolts.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
time.
Because
Okay.
they're gonna bring. It's supposed to have the Sentry in it, but that's gonna make things
Okay.
interesting.
Basically, Marvel's Superman right there. So
Basically, they need something like that. If they're bringing the Red Hulk in, they need something to kind of, go toe to toe with him.
yep.
I think the thing I'm not like, it's not on my like top most anticipated list, but that's just because I don't really know what to expect as of right now. It sounds fun. It sounds cool. Right now, what's really driving me is the fact that we have like Bucky a part of the team.
Yep.
I love his character and everything like that. So having him a part of anything, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same thing. He's the only reason why I'm somewhat excited. I wish.
I don't know. I love Florence Pugh. So
Yeah, we know Pew Pew, Josh.
yeah,
No, I'm a Pew girl too, man. I'm a Pew guy too, man. That girl is something else. I'll say that. She is.
What-
she's no Scarlett Johansson, but she's a great widow.
Yes.
No, my fiance is obsessed with her. I swear she would leave me for that woman.
I think most women would, Josh. To be fair.
Oh God. Ooh.
Do you guys think they're going to show anything from Blade? Like, I doubt it. Like, there's nothing.
That's we were kind of touching on that earlier.
They don't have a script.
They haven't even come up with the proper script yet. They're still
I
trying
know,
to figure that
dude.
out.
It's changed directors like 2 or 3 times already. I don't think this is the year to see Blade, but I think we might get something about Avengers. Something.
Dude, I'm so upset. Like, I heard the concept of like I think it was the last script, or was it? I don't know if it was the first script that they originally were working off of, and it was supposed to be like a period piece set in like the 1920s, and he was going against. Oh God, I can't remember the character's name, but she's like the queen of. I guess it was either the queen of vampires or the queen of demons or something like that, and. But she's like not from Marvel specific. It's more like old lore, and so they were kind of like bringing in kind of like the old gods type of stuff, and so that sounded so interesting to me. So I was really bummed when I heard that they were moving away from that concept. I was like, damn, that would have been awesome.
Hmm.
I'm trying to get my
That'd be
ex to work so I can pull up this stuff myself.
Yeah,
Never used
Blade's a sad thing though, man. I think Mahershala Ali would be a pretty good Blade, man. They can't fucking get him on screen yet, and it's fucking annoying, you know.
Correction, he was Internals. We heard his voice at the post.
Oh, okay.
He
There
was
we go.
possibly in the room or just in the recording studio. We don't know.
Mhm.
Ugh.
All right, am I in?
He's
What you guys' overall
in his
thoughts about?
recording booth.
What's your guys' overall thoughts of the Phase 4 for Marvel?
Phase 4.
We got Loki, which I love Loki, and I know people hate on Multiverse of Madness, but I do love that film too. So we
Okay.
got some bangers in there. There was a lot more misses than hits, but we still got some bangers in there.
I'm
Spider-Man
gonna
was good.
go 50-50. That's where I'm at. Like, it's like a hit miss back and forth type of thing. You know what I mean?
I think that there were better movies than shows for sure. I think
would
that-
agree with that. Mhm.
You got WandaVision, you got Loki, and the other shows just can go somewhere. I mean, it was either really mid for the others or just why did they make them in the first place?
Yeah.
You know, maybe not. Maybe that's a little too harsh. I don't know, because it just wasn't for me. I should say.
What was your
Yeah.
favorite part of Phase 4?
Lawrence?
Spider-Man, No Way Home, easily.
Okay, well that's an
Oh,
easy
fair
one.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Spider-Man.
That's
That's
pretty
like
much the
really-
top tier
honestly,
of Phase 4.
That's honestly the only one I really liked. Like Shang-Chi was all right. The ending, I hate that he fought a huge dragon. I loved the hand-to-hand combat they did. It looked great, and obviously Tony was amazing in it. Especially like that little like poker scene he just killed everybody in. It was awesome. But I don't know why they had to make him fight a big old dragon at the end. It just kind of took me out of it. Hey, what else was there in Phase 4? I'm just blanking out. Shit.
Got She-Hulk.
Oh no.
Oh, sure. Bring up that one.
Like Brandon said, there's some that shouldn't have been made. That's definitely one of them.
Do you agree with me that they should have, Batgirled Agatha? I don't think they should be putting that out right after Deadpool.
They should have Batgirled it. They should.
Yeah.
They're doing
They're
that to
gonna-
Ironheart. They're doing
No,
that.
they're
to
putting Ironheart out.
I heard it's fully filmed. They just haven't put it out yet. I think
Yeah, they're changing some aspects of it, but it's still coming.
Oh gosh, they should Batgirl that for sure. I feel so bad about Batgirl too, man. I want to see Brendan Fraser, man. Like I love Brendan Fraser as an actor, man. Like the Mummy,
That would be great.
the Mummy franchise is one of my favorites when I was little. So,
Still of the camp that if because of what happened with Batgirl, and of course he'll probably never sign on to DC or whatever ever again, even though it's different people. I want to see Brendan Fraser come back but play Clayface instead of
That'd be good.
He would be such an amazing Clayface because of like, especially if you go off like the animated series version where he's like kind of like the failed actor type of thing. There's so much you could do with that with him. It would be incredible.
it's kind of like his story, but he's not really a failed actor.
No, it's not. It's not
Yeah.
that he's a failed actor. It's more the struggle of being an actor
Yeah.
and what he's gone through in his personal life and his career, where his career was essentially stale for like 15 years
crazy.
up until recently, and so I think that he could really pull from experience and bring a lot to that type of role.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my X to finally work, and we're on Marvel update, so now I don't have to use Josh anymore.
Hmm.
Oh.
No, that's a good point, though. I'd like to see Brendan Fraser as Clayface. That'd be good. He has that look, too, kind of. And like you said, in the animated series before he becomes Clayface. But I just want to see Brendan Fraser into something, man. He's so good. I love him.
I'm really glad I got to meet him at MegaCon a couple years ago, and especially like got to meet him before he won his Oscar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, price
yeah.
definitely has gone up on him, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him. I wanted to be high up, man.
If anybody deserves it, he's somebody that for sure.
I heard he's like
Marcus,
one of the
you gonna
nicest
do any
guys.
autographs or anything like that?
No, I don't. I haven't been to like any cons in my life. I just, I'm busy, or I'm always busy with work. And I was, I'm so young. Like, I was in college too, so I didn't have money at the time,
Fair enough.
So, I'm just, and I'm spending too much money on freaking statues always.
These
Art
fuckers right here are the ones that got me down the rabbit hole of autographs and whatnot.
Dude,
Well, you got me down the rabbit hole of statues, so we're
Yeah, we're even.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
this
I'm
man.
gonna-
I bought him his first little Polystone Iron Studios piece, and now he's over here buying quarter seals. So,
There we go.
technically
I-
fifth scale, but yeah.
well, you
I
have
got-
the Batgirl coming.
What was it?
You had Batgirl coming.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Like,
and he bought a life size bus. He got the Power Ranger.
yes, that one's me. Batgirl is as Ashlyn technically, but yes.
He said
So-
first Thunderbolt footage is incoming.
Nice.
Can
But
you
I recently got down the rabbit hole. I'm collecting lightsabers now, so I hate myself for doing
oh,
that.
that's Andrew's. That's all Andrew right there.
Yeah, man. Look, I got a full profit and everything, man. It's awesome. So, yeah, I'm screwed. I don't know what I'm going to do with this.
That,
Andrew works for Disney,
that
so
ball?
he has
what that was?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got
Are you buying the ones from like? Is that like one of the Disney ones or one of the like
Mhm.
custom ones?
It's off a website called CC Sabers, and it's 80. Like they're a distributor of this company called 89 Sabers, and they make pretty much like replica lightsabers, like pretty much straight from the movie.
Nice.
A Profi board, so it has a good sound, and it moves, like it sounds when it moves, and you can hit the blade, and it makes like little tap, like the lightsaber clashes and everything. So you can change basically any color. So
That's
yeah, it was not cheap. That's what I'll say though. It was not cheap.
they never are.
But I'm happy I got it though. But I'm getting the 1/3 PCS small. Josh would know probably what that is too. So
Yep.
I'm getting that. I'm getting this right in front of it, and then I have an art print I'm looking at right now of Darth Maul from Sideshow. So yeah, I'm screwed.
Now we gotta get Brandon on this statue game.
Yeah, man, you gotta get into it, man. No, don't do
Need
it.
more
Don't,
space, brother.
Don't
Before I
do
do
it,
anything
man.
like that.
don't do it. It's a bad rabbit hole. I love it. but-
Yeah, it's a bad addiction that we're all into now.
Yeah, it's bad.
Sebastian Stan says Florence Pugh is a standout in the Thunderbolts, which we all expected that. So
right.
It's gonna be her and Bucky basically the leads.
Mhm.
So
I think David Harbour is the third, essentially.
yeah, he'll be more of the comic relief though. I feel like.
Oh,
I
if he
just
was
hope we
trying to
get some.
break down, that would be so dumb.
I really want some Avengers clarity today. I'm very curious to see if Avengers 5 is now going to be Avengers versus X-Men. That's what I'm like betting on. So I need to be right.
Who's gonna be the roster for the Avengers? Obviously, Cap.
We don't know. Like there was a
yeah.
King Dynasty at one point before, like Avengers 5, and now it's completely different.
Now it's
Yep.
going to be called Avengers King Who? Like,
But yeah, obviously Cap is gonna be it. I think Shang-Chi, right? Like they had him in the end credit scene, obviously, with talking to Banner. So
Well, yeah, and then
Thor.
Benedict Cumberbatch said that he put it out there that he's filming for Avengers 5. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll be in it for sure. For
do
sure.
you think Spider-Man will be Young Avengers or regular Avengers?
I think he's solo Avenger.
Probably
He's gonna be
regular.
by himself.
Yeah.
Reynolds said he wants to get him and Spider-Man on the screen at the same time, though. So
Ghost is going to be in the Thunderbolts. We already knew that. It says where we left Ava is where we find Ava is going to be interesting.
I didn't even think about the fact they might announce a Young Avengers film.
I think they're scrapping that. I keep hearing rumblings of that.
I'd actually be kind of upset if they do that because I think
I would be okay if they do that.
like I think there's something fun. Is it something we need right this second? No, but if it's something that they've got planned for a couple years from now, I think that could be fun.
I think when it comes to the Avengers brand, they have to be very particular with it because they don't want to tarnish that. Like everybody, when they see the Avengers film, everybody knows, okay, this is an event. And if you start adding that name to subpar products, it's gonna deteriorate that brand.
But there is something to be said. There's a lot of animated series out there, including like 2 different Young Avengers series that have done very, very well with the young audiences, and they're always about trying to bring in that next generation. So, like sometimes you gotta think, long term.
This is on point. 48 seconds ago, they're showing footage of Thunderbolts. So, but no, if we get Avengers versus X-Men, I'm gonna be hyped. What time is your show today, Marcos?
10 p.m. my time. So I'm Central Standard. So not I got some time for sure.
Cool. Are you streaming with Chasen in the night or?
No, I'm streaming with Will. I don't know if you know him. He was with he's mainly Toshi's friend. So we're just doing something on his channel. Something, nothing crazy, but
The Will Fox Vacation?
no, it's Will Alves.
Okay.
Yeah. He's trying to get his own show going, so I'm trying to help out a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
No, I don't really have a show. We just wanted to react to this stuff tonight because this would be fun. You still streaming Chasing and all them, or?
No, not chasing, just Jimmy still.
Okay.
So Jimmy, we actually had 1,000.
Yeah, I saw that. You're gonna
Yeah.
ride the penguin.
Yeah, we gave everybody Penguin, man, from Sideshow. That was cool, man.
Man shot up and subbed so quick. I'm proud of him.
Dude, yeah, no, we're like 6 months
He
ago. we were
says-
at 340.
Buddy of mine says Taskmaster, looks fucking sick.
Nice.
Comic accurate suit is what he said.
So we get the skeleton face and all that. Hopefully.
Looks like it. He said he can't send any photos or videos because I asked. He said they'll take his badge.
Oh, okay. Well, I wonder how people are like getting footage then. Like it's weird. Like of this stuff.
He said Fantastic Four films on Tuesday.
Mm.
I figured we'd see something.
I thought they would at least bring the cast out or something.
Yeah.
They showed a
Oh,
picture.
that was someone's next exact question. Was is the Fantastic Four cast there?
There was a picture of
He's
them that
typing.
came out kind of recently. I think it was like right when San Diego Comic Con.
He says so far just
yeah.
Shackman, whoever that is.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're talking about Fantastic Four right now.
They're going quick.
I'm getting you the photo here. There you go.
So I talked to Josh a little bit. What were your guys' thoughts on Deadpool Wolverine?
Beautiful. Top 5 MCU for me.
It's for me, I'm a huge Deadpool guy. Like, he's like my favorite comic character. So as a Deadpool fan, it's like a 9.9 out of 10. If I was like, I told Josh, if I was like an Oscar, review critic, it would probably be like a 7.9 for me. But like, there's so much good like fan service and so many things to like about it. Just it was supposed to be a fun film, So
I saw. I don't know who it was. It was somebody in like the collecting community. They posted a comment. They're like, pit everything that's all the worst parts of the MCU and all the worst parts of the Fox universe is Deadpool Wolverine. I'm like, what movie did you watch?
Yeah,
How can you walk
that's
out
not
of the movie and not
fair
find
at all.
something to enjoy. Like, I feel like you have to just purely
So-
hate Marvel films to feel that way.
Fantastic Four is set in a 1960s alternate New York City retro future. So that sounds like another universe to me.
It is. They pretty much already said that,
That's good.
and like they're gonna come into our universe and everything.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. I get it. So basically, what they're doing with Deadpool 2, like they're going to bring all those people over when the time needs to happen, obviously. So
Yes, but I believe they're gonna be they're not gonna be like the Deadpool universe. They're gonna be their own.
Yep,
Mm.
he said correct. So yeah, they can just confirmed it's in another universe.
So do you think they're going to what do they call it? The Sacred Timeline? Do you think they're going to just bring all these characters over, like to the Sacred Timeline?
I think one way or another they're gonna have to.
Yeah,
the
that's-
Make
Avengers
Secret
Towers
Wars.
appears
as
in
good
the
as it's
Thunderbolts
gonna be.
trailer. Isn't the Avengers Tower gone?
He got pre-shoot footage, whatever that means.
They just
Sorry,
posted
you.
that
All of the cast has been spotted, but Pedro. So 3 others are there. Pedro, they don't know about yet because that's just from someone I know who's seen them in person. So
I'll be back in just a second, guys.
Right, man. Am I wrong though? Didn't Avengers Tower go away in Spider-Man: Homecoming? It says you can see it in Thunderbolts.
Maybe they
I don't know.
So that's the whole thing. Like, who bought Avengers Tower? That's been like the big question that everybody wants to know.
No clue.
Justin Hammer. That's who bought it.
Y'all want to watch this Agatha footage that keeps popping up at the front?
No.
Here we go. I'm not excited about it, but we can.
I'm gonna watch it just because it looks like it's gonna be entertaining, but I just feel like it's not the right move to have it come out right after Deadpool.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100%.
I think Catherine Hahn's hilarious as an actress. Like,
Who knows? It could be a banger. So we just won't know. But
I just think it's gonna be way too goofy, though. Like it's gonna be way too goofy. Like kind of how
It
She-Hulk
could,
tried to do.
but like that's the thing. They kind of have spun this to be semi-dark, but like in a hocus pocus type of dark.
I mean, it's perfect for Halloween. That's what's coming out. But
Yeah.
yeah, Matt Chapman, the director of Fantastic Four, is on the stage.
Yeah.
So this Marvel update's just a few moments behind your friend. So
Yeah.
That'd be cool though. Those outfits that are gonna do in the 1960s, they don't look dope. I think the Fantastic Four, like that old, retro look that they had in the comics.
I'm just ready to see on screen Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, Chris Evans' Cap, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Pedro Pascal, Mr. Fantastic, and then one of the Spider-Man. Just having those 5 on screen together would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
We got typing. Hold up.
We got typing.
We got typing.
Oh,
The suspense.
I know. This is more what I've been waiting for. Fantastic Four first steps. I have no idea what that means.
maybe the title.
He says they've been filming.
The filming for
It is the name of the movie, Fantastic Four First Steps.
Yeah, cool.
Interesting. He says Galactus looks nuts. Awesome. Footage looks great.
Yes, but this guy says the filming will start next week.
He says they've been filming, so I don't know.
They can't get, but then they reported that they're going to start filming right after SDCC. They can't make up their
I
mind.
have no idea.
Maybe official filming. Maybe this is
They
like
had
stuff-
footage they just showed,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
It might be like test screening stuff, to show like the Marvel. I guess that's what probably they show. But official filming probably starts next week. That's what I'm guessing.
No logos or anything posted. Come on, to show us something new. We know about all this stuff. Show us something new. That's all I know.
What new would you want to see? Like
I
hopefully
just want to know what
X-Men.
what's going on with Avengers 5,
Yeah.
and you'll kind of give us some kind of direction. What's going on? because they're teasing X-Men left and right with the whole Beast thing with Marvels and now Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I just want to see, and that would make sense because in the
He
comics,
says they filmed so much, so I don't know where we're talking about Fantastic Four. Like, I don't know what he that's what he just texted me. He said they filmed so much. I don't know. That's weird.
it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Maybe they just said like he was saying, like Marcos was saying that they just filmed like a little bit for the Comic-Con. I don't know,
Mhm.
but if they're showing Galactus and stuff already, he looks nuts. That's a lot of CGI they have to put together really quick.
It is. So, do you guys think Surfer's gonna be in there?
If Galactus is there, you kind of have to have Silver Surfer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have I forget the female Silver Surfer, the chick from Ozark's playing. Remember?
I forgot about that. Oh gosh.
Yeah, they have her in there. But it's not Norrin Rad, so like we'll probably eventually still get him.
Mm-hmm.
Because who she's playing is accurate, so it's not like they're just doing the full like gender.
I know. It just kind of sucks though. We want to see, that's the thing.
Norrin Rad.
We want to see the normal characters right now. You would think they would learn, from the mistakes they've made in the past.
Well, we talked about on my channel before when they announced the casting, that with the fact that they're doing this like alternate universe type of thing, like we don't know what's going to happen with this. That whole universe could implode. It could have a what's the cataclysm thing or whatever they call it happen, and then when we get to Earth Prime or whatever you want to call it, 616, maybe then we'll get the Norman Rad Silver Surfer to come back type of thing.
I get it, but like, why waste time? With the, I don't know. It just gets a little annoying.
Well, if the whole universe is going to implode, do we want him to only show up once, or do we want him to last longer? You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, but he could be in both universes. So
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It just like I get where you're going with it though. I do. It just, like I said, it just kind of sucks.
So they only get an hour, right? And it started at 9. It's already been 53 minutes, and they haven't showed us anything new.
Yeah, my buddy just said he's got to go to Fun Days, so he can't stay in there any longer. I'm hoping the other dude starts typing because he's been MIA. I think he's just kind of watching. Oh yeah, someone else already got him. He said we need updates. Help.
Am I wrong though, or is it longer than an hour?
I don't know.
Because if this is all they're showing, I'm like, that's kind of disappointing.
It's what, like 10 o'clock our time, so that'd be like 7 o'clock theirs. So,
Well, yeah, but I believe that if it started at 9 our time, and if they only get an hour, we're pretty much at the end.
6. Well, no, I was just gonna say like this. It could be a little bit longer because this, for all we know, this could be the last panel of the day. So
Could be.
Don't let me down. You got me all hyped, and then we're gonna keep
I don't know
Don't do
if
it.
San Diego works, but most cons don't run past 6-7 o'clock. So
Yeah, the full cast is there. Pedro's there with everybody.
Okay. Cool.
We got confirmation right here.
I do like the casting, maybe outside of Pedro, but I think the other three are like perfect cast.
Pedro wasn't my first pick, but everything he's done a phenomenal job in. So I think he's gonna do a great job. He's just not who I would. He's not my first pick.
My thing is, I think he's a great actor. It's just like you said, I would rather have seen someone else. That's it.
I was on the Drunk as Instinct train. That was me.
I was
Me
huge
too.
on that too.
Me
I was
too.
huge on that. He looked like a good Reed Richards when he was in
That's not intended.
Yeah. But he is a good actor, so we'll see. Put it this way: we didn't. A lot of people didn't believe in Heath Ledger
Joel.
Joker. A lot of people didn't believe in Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. It happens, So
Well, that people don't think he would do good as Joel, and he killed that. So
that show was so good.
I'll be right back.
all right, man. Oh wait, what we got here? Oh, it's just better than bringing on the cast.
Yeah.
If only there was audio. We can hear what the hell they're saying.
It looks like they're gonna go that classic blue and white outfit though, with that that thing. And I love that, dude. That's like my favorite look from them.
I'm here
Kind of
for
like
it.
the Alex Ross look,
Yeah, with the whole like set in the past but like futuristic style, I feel like it's gonna have like a brighter colored version of like how like Batman animated series was, where it was that like for that series it was that like noir but set in the past and yet somehow futuristic. Like you didn't know what time period that series was in, type of thing. So like if you give it that flair, but obviously it'll probably be a lot brighter. That would be kind of a cool thing to see with the Fantastic Four.
Early footage of Galactus and the Fantastic Four First Step showed his face peering through a building, very clearly a giant cosmic entity. So that's good. They're not doing a space cloud.
Yay!
No space cloud. that was 2000s and early 2010s, right? We're kind of done with space clouds. Hopefully.
You know, it'd be fantastic if they announced the Doctor Doom casting. I doubt it, but if they did it for us,
I want to see that. I want to see it.
like that would break the internet.
I want a Doom movie, dude. Like a anti. No, he's not really anti. Or he can be anti-hero in some ways, but just even if it's just a straight up villain movie, just make a Doom.
Well, I hear they're planning a show for him.
Show? I want a movie.
So they can have more time with it.
I get it.
So one of my friends said it looks like they filmed a lot of Fantastic Four in secret. It was a full sizzle reel.
Wow.
Dope.
So they have been filming. Maybe not publicly.
They duped us.
Probably like a lot of the soundstage type stuff.
Possibly.
I'm gonna be upset. This is all we get. What we got here?
Is that the car?
Looks
Good. Yes.
Oh.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going comic accurate with this. That's
Well,
sick.
you saw the little vehicle show up in Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Man, the Channing Tatum thing was hilarious. I thought
Dude.
that came out of nowhere.
But dude,
They
he
share
killed it,
it.
though.
Mhm.
Like he surprised the shit out of me. He's one of the standouts to me from that. Like, because obviously you have him so that you can and he's leaning extra heavy into that accent, so they can poke fun at it and everything like that. But the action sequences with him, he fucking killed.
Dude, yeah, I love that he just sticking the cards in those henchmen and just he's like, explode, and they exploded. Dude, that looks pretty good.
That's cool.
So we got flying cars.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that whole joke though, of him not having the confidence. I don't even know if I was born in a different universe. Honestly, that whole thing. I just wanted some people to save. At least a chance. It was good, man.
The other thing,
Hey, Cash, thank you for jumping in, man. Much appreciated.
When he's like, some of us didn't even get the chance or whatever, and I was like, oh, dude, that hurt my soul. I was like,
that's
pretty cool.
How they're doing that.
Wow.
That would suck if it just fell right on them, though, huh? Movie over.
I was crying because he looks fat with the head wrap on.
That's the only problem is whenever Gambit comes into live action again, I don't think that they can do the traditional headpiece. It just doesn't really work too well because it, like they said, it kind of squeezes the way the human face is shaped. It just kind of squeezes it wrong. You know what I mean?
I do feel bad for Taylor Kitsch though. He did play Gambit too. So
he did, and honestly, there was part of me that thought that he could possibly show up for a split second before we ever heard of any possibility of the Channing Tatum thing happening. Obviously the movie's terrible.
Okay, I guess it's official. The Russo brothers are directing Avengers 5 and 6.
Good.
That's good. Yeah, but Taylor Kitsch, he's a pretty decent actor, and he was not the issue with that movie.
There's a lot of issues.
Blade has been delayed. There's your announcement. Blade has been delayed.
Oh, whoa! I'm so shocked. The Deadpool. The dodgeball. I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's only been delayed 4 times now, right?
What news would it be like? Oh, we finally found a director. That would be like, oh, okay, finally.
Hey, finally, we landed on a script that we're not going to change 100 times.
They probably won't even announce the director until they're about to start filming, considering they've lost the director 3 times. So
crazy. and they had to rewrite the scripts like Josh said, like multiple times. And
Yep.
It's a movie nightmare. It's gonna go down in history. People are like make it like a documentary over how bad it was mismanaged.
I guess we have the Russo brothers aren't there, but they're on the screen, according to Brandon Davis.
They're so weird, the Russo brothers, man. Like everything they've done after Avengers stuff has been pretty like nothing, but they just know what they're doing with the Avengers movies, man. Like they got it, and obviously Winter Soldier, that was so good. So
Yeah, I didn't mind the Gray Man. I thought it was. Oh wait, they're there. Okay, they're
Oh,
on.
right there.
I didn't mind the Gray Man. I thought it was all right.
that's what I'm saying. Everything they've done is either just all right, like nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But like the Avengers, they just knock it out the park, man. They know what they're doing.
Wait, if they're announcing directors, that mean we might get a title?
That's true. They're probably gonna say it.
You know what's crazy is that they got their not their start, but their like main like source of in Hollywood before they jumped over to the Marvel stuff was working on Community back in the day. They directed Community for like the first couple seasons or something like that, and which is one of my favorite shows of all time. And just the fact that they went from that to the MCU is one of the craziest things.
Dude, the first 4 seasons of like Community are so good.
Yeah. I go like the first 3, and then after that it's very hit and miss with the episodes, but the first 3 seasons are fucking phenomenal.
It's like y'all kind of figured, right? But the Fantastic Four will be in Avengers 5 and 6. They'll be in both.
Okay.
Nice.
I figured that was going to be the case, but good.
It's good to have the confirmation.
I do like the joke Deadpool had about the whole like multiverse sucking. It's like it's failed, you know. It's like it's done.
Can we move on?
Yeah, can we just move on? He's like Wizard of Oz did it correctly, but we cannot. You know, the gays got it right.
Joe Russo saying this is the biggest story that the Marvel comics ever told, and we are in fact doing it. Okay. No. Yeah, Brandon Davis is just pretty much posting everything that they're physically saying.
Yeah, that Wizard of Oz joke was a deep cut, man.
Yeah, that was, man. That was deep.
Oh, look, we got
Josh.
Yeah, it's right there.
got a new logo. Where the
Oh.
fuck? Yeah, there we go.
Hey!
New logo for Avengers Secret Wars. Okay.
I mean, we knew that movie was coming, but still.
I know, but what's Avengers 5? What is it? Come on. Avengers versus X-Men.
You don't think they're jumping to Secret Wars, do you?
May 2027. God damn it. It got pushed back a little bit. 2027.
I'm not surprised on that one.
Ah.
But it's only, what, 1 extra year? Because it was 2026?
Well, that means we'll have Avengers 5 in 2026. So it's fine.
But, yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, do we think that they're just skipping Avengers 5 as far as what we thought and going straight to Secret Wars?
Maybe Secret Wars is part 1, part 2. But I want Avengers versus X-Men. That'd be a perfect segue into this.
That is true.
What else we got going on? Avengers Doomsday. I was wrong.
So
Avengers Doomsday.
Ooh.
So Doom.
Oh, if it.
Whoa,
it's gotta
Doctor
be, right?
Doom?
Doom. It's Doom. It has to be.
If that's
People in that chat.
That
people
would
in the
make
chat are saying
sense.
Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, that's
That's it.
that's all Brandon Davis said. Avengers. If that's Doctor Doom, I'm about to flip shit.
Oh, my God.
Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doom. What the fuck?
No.
way.
No, they're trolling. They gotta be trolling.
No.
They gotta be trolling.
No, what the? Hold on. No, it's real. Look.
Holy shit.
Not
What
in the
the fuck?
Doomsday.
I see the Doomsday thing, but what about the other thing you said?
Yeah, that
Brandon Davis
RDJ.
said Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom,
No way.
and he's there. What the fuck?
How?
I'm confused.
What the?
No way. I love that logo though. Doomsday.
I'm so
What
torn.
is? I'm so what the fuck? I'm speechless right now. I don't. If what?
I'm just hoping it's not RDJ. I hope that was a troll. I really do.
I what the fuck?
The problem is that Brandon Davis does not do trolling.
You know he doesn't troll. So I think this is real.
I'm so fucking torn right now.
What the
They're just saying RDJ's on stage. That's what I see in the chat right now.
Oh, what the
And then I see RDJ is Doom. That's what people are saying as well.
what the fuck? I don't hate it. I'm just confused.
Wow.
He's gonna do it.
Holy shit.
Oh, here we go.
Damn. Oh, there's my buddy. He's finally typing back. God damn.
Oh, they have all the Doctor Dooms on stage. Look at this. Yo, they said, fuck Kang. We getting Doctor Doom.
This is exactly what we were talking about when the whole Kang thing.
Yeah, he confirmed it. My buddy just said the same
shit.
thing. RDJ
Robert
is
Downey
Doom.
Jr.'s on stage dressed as Doom.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to feel about this.
I'm so like I said.
That's how they ended the panel. It's done.
Kind of figured.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you think
Personally-
it's because we aren't necessarily going to see him like in the face, like, so it's just be a voice thing?
No, there's no way. They wouldn't waste that opportunity. But I just gotta say, I think that they are seriously fucking missing a great opportunity with not having Cillian Murphy play Doom. That's me. Just me speaking. I don't know how they're gonna wrap that in.
I don't
I'm
know.
hyped, but I'm confused.
So fucking confused right now.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Hold on, I got you.
Dude,
Oh wait.
what the fuck?
Right?
What?
What do you got, Brandon?
Okay,
hold
so
on. This is
guess
just a
what? Doom
Twitter
is
thing.
now Doom's your Secret Wars villain.
So he's not
Nerd
coming back.
executive. Gifted 10. Bro, what is
All right, what we got going on? What was this? What is this? I can't.
My brain is trying to process so many things right now. Like,
Doomsday is May 26. Secret Wars is May 27.
Year
That's the last
apart.
thing. That's the last thing they left with.
So it's probably going to be like an Iron Man variant turned bad.
That probably would be the case. Yeah.
that would actually make more sense now. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely need some clarification.
Like, it's an interesting idea, but I don't know.
Do you think this is them? Like, do you think this is a knee-jerk reaction to all the negative, press on the MCU in the last couple of years? Like, this is just them trying to overcorrect. Like,
I think it's
No, I
overcorrect.
think this is a last ditch effort for them to resurrect this after the whole Jonathan Majors thing.
yeah.
'Cause they were set up good with King, and now they've just.
No,
I don't know.
I get the
I
Doom.
think it's going to be good, but I don't know.
Well, like, I get the Doom thing. We even talked about that this is the route it should go to replace Kang, but we thought that Doom would possibly be like a completely different version or something like that of a Kang variant by a different actor or whoever type of thing, and just kills them all, and then he's like the new, thing like that. But as far as the RDJ thing, that's more what I'm talking about
I don't.
with this whole, like, trying to, because it's one thing to get Doom in to replace Kang, it's another thing to bring back RDJ to play that character.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't know how to
Yeah.
take this, guys. I'm kind of speechless.
It would have to be a completely different timeline or universe, right? Like, it has to be.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. It can't be the main 616. It has to be different.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, if he didn't play Iron Man already, I don't hate the casting. I'm just confused at how they're gonna do
Exactly
it.
how I feel. But their
You know-
mindset is probably this: like, there's Johnny Storm and Captain America. Like, there's same actors playing different characters. That's probably their mindset of it. But it has to make sense. That's the only thing it has to.
I think it could be a way that they're kind of starting the MCU. They started the MCU with Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, and they're trying to end the MCU with Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. Maybe, I don't know.
don't know.
That's a good point because they've said that after Secret Wars, it's like a soft reboot type of
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
That makes a lot more sense.
that is a good
But
point. And
you know what?
I do.
Does that mean we're not getting Iron Man back in Secret Wars? Because
I don't know.
That's the thing. Maybe this is their way of having him there, but not undoing the Endgame situation. Because
but they just did it with Wolverine and Logan. They found their loophole.
to get one from a different universe, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Bruh. I did not expect that. I was so wrong with Avengers versus X-Men. I was completely off the mark.
I was talking about, hey man, it'd be cool if Doom gets his own movie. I was like, that'd be cool. And we get fucking.
Oh yeah, you were literally just
I was like,
saying that. 5 minutes later, this shit pops up.
I was just because Fantastic Four. I bet you he gets introduced in Fantastic Four since it's in a different.
It'll probably be an end credit scene for Fantastic Four since Galactus is going to be their big villain.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know. I feel like they might if this is their timeline and Galactus is for sure going to be in Fantastic Four, and he's probably not going to be in Secret Wars, but we have to usher in Doctor Doom. I feel like they're kind of moving this a little quickly. Like, unless they're trying to wrap up the entirety of the MCU in the next by 2027, I don't know what they could do after that. I don't know.
Well, we still don't really have the X-Men, and I'm wondering if we're not going to get a true X-Men like film or whatever until after Secret Wars.
Doesn't sound like it.
I think that might be their future of the MCU is the soft reboot, replacing some characters with, or like some actors with, but still some characters we know, but maybe focusing more on the X-Men and mutant side of Marvel as opposed to what they've had so far.
I don't know.
Because we clearly don't have enough time to get to like any real X-Men stuff before 2027. Like they might introduce something or some characters, but there's no way we're getting an X-Men movie between now and then.
Yeah.
I think our X-Men's going to be like Hugh Jackman and all that.
Yeah, like the ones we know are going to be brought in for Secret Wars and stuff like that. I think that's going to be the extent, and some of the newer ones we've seen, like with the Marvels thing, like we were talking about earlier.
It hurts my brain.
Yeah,
it hurts my brain a lot. Oh, well, I guess that's it, guys.
Yeah, dude, I'm so like I don't know what to say. I did not expect RDJ for sure.
I'm excited for Doctor Doom. RDJ obviously will kill the role. I'm just confused for a storytelling aspect how they're going to make this make sense. But for the love of God, I hope this does not fuck up our chance of seeing him as Iron Man in Secret Wars again. That's what everybody wants to see.
But it's gonna be so hard, dude. There's gonna be so many jokes like "you guys look alike" or some dumb shit like that. Like.
Well, and also remember, Doctor Doom's face is fucked up. He can do like the
that
whole
is true. That is true.
So,
that is true.
Like, and he wears a mask half the time, so like you can, I guess, I don't know, but like you said, Cillian Murphy, there was a bunch of great people they could have cast as this.
Cillian would have been awesome, dude. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. So good.
Yeah, this is not how I expected this to go, but all right, guys.
We're all just speechless at this point.
Well, I guess that's it, guys. I don't know what else to say. All right, well, I appreciate everybody tuning in that checked us out in our live reaction of whatever the hell this was. But you just let us know in the comments, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. Anything else you guys want to say before we head out?
I'm confused.
My brain hurts.
Just be sure to subscribe to the channels, both McCoy Culture, Retroactive, all that good stuff. Check out everybody's socials, Venture Authentics, all that good stuff. And let
them know where you're heading to after this, Marcos.
Oh yeah, so I'm just heading to my friend's channel. It's we just talk basically just statues and nerd shit. Just like a lot of these streams do. It's ASV _ collectibles, I believe, off the top of my head. If you guys want to join, come join. He's kind of starting up, so Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. And thanks for having me on the show, Josh, and everybody.
Of course,
Nice to
man.
meet you guys. So
You too.
yeah, man, it's fun.
Yeah, same here.
All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap. I gotta go wrap my head around all this craziness, but
Yeah.
don't log out too yet. We'll talk backstage a little bit, but
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. See y'all next time.
Peace.